Hi everyone, it's Dave from Squeaky Clean Windows Kidderminster here, and today we're going to be upgrading our hose reel to a powered reel. So what we're going to need for this is to start with a 24 volt 250 watt wheelchair motor that already comes with a sprocket on it, a sprocket, a 6mm chain that comes with a split link with it, a switch. I've used a winch switch here which I'm just going to wire so the up and down both turn it on, some clamps, 6mm nuts, nylon lock nuts and washers, and some cable. This is 2-core cable. I'll put a link to everything that I've used on the description below. So what we need to do now is split down our hose reel. So let's carry on with that. So now we've got our hose reel unassembled, we need to fit our sprocket to the hose reel. Now we've got to make sure we get this absolutely central to it. It's got to be dead in the middle. And because we can't get that right down tight to it, what I've done, I've cut a little template there. It's just about the middle of the socket. I made a little paper template so we can put that dead center. Now this is really important to get this absolutely central for when we drill the holes. What we can do is make sure that we've got the same amount all the way around. And once we've got that absolutely central and we're certain that it is, we can drill the 4 holes to hold the sprocket in with a 6mm drill bit. And we'll just mark them first. Now we've got it marked, we can remove our sprocket. Using a smaller drill to start with, we can now drill our reel. Once we've gone through with the 3mm, now going to change it up to the 6mm. So what we need to do now is bolt our sprocket to our hose reel. Put the bolts through. So what I'm going to do is put a lock nut on there, because that just needs to be held away a bit. The lock nut's a bit thicker than a washer. Once we've got our 4 nuts on our sprocket, we can test it on our reel. You can see with 1 lock nut there, it just holds it away from the reel so the chain won't catch the reel. Now put our lock nuts on the inside. Now the sprocket's bolted firmly to the centre of the clover, we can rebuild our hose reel. Now we've got our hose reel rebuilt, we'll no longer need the winding handle. But I'm going to put the bolt of the washer back on so I don't lose it. And keep the handle in the van. Now we've got our sprocket connected to our hose reel, we need to mount our hose reel. Now, because I want to be able to take it in and out of the van, I'm mounting mine onto a piece of board, but you could just as easily mount it straight into your van. Now to mount it, I'm using some conduit brackets that what we're going to do here is mount our motor onto a piece of wood, and then that way, if we need to make any little adjustments, we can adjust the whole piece of wood, and it makes it a lot easier than small adjustments on the motor. Now what we need to do is get our chain up and line the motor up with the sprocket. The chain comes with a little split link which you should just be able to pull apart with a pair of pliers, and then you join the two ends of the chain together. The washer goes on, and then the split link. Clip it together with the pliers. What we need to do now is make sure the chain is tight, so when it spins it's not going to throw the chain off, and it's got to be perfectly in line. So once we've got the idea of where it goes, we can spin the hose reel, make sure we've got it lined up. Once we've got that right, make a couple of lines with a pencil, and we can attach the motor to the board. Now we've got the motor mounted to the hose reel, we need to wire it up. If you're not confident with this, you're best getting somebody to help you, because we are working with electric and it can, although it's only 12 volts, give you a nasty shock. We have our battery. Out of the battery we come to our fuse. From our fuse we come to our switch. From the switch down to the motor. From the motor with the black round to the negative of the battery. So let's wire it up. Now I've got it wired into place. I've just zip tied the wire to the bottom of the hose reel just to make sure it keeps out of the way. Right, so now that we've got it all wired up, all we need to do is test it. So we can see that works. So now we'll attach the hose back on and wind it. And there we are, fully wound in. Now there are a few things that we need to watch out for. First of all, the cable. I think it might be a little bit thin. Might have to thicken that up at some stage. Also, when working out what size fuse we need for it, we're going to need a 20 amp fuse, because there's quite a big pull up with that motor. Yeah. Another thing that might improve it is the amount of spacer nuts I put here, so the chain doesn't catch the hose reel. So I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, please like it and share with all your friends, and we'll see you soon.